Look at this. I decided I didn't want to wrap presents for the ladies, so when I get new stuff, I have a bag for each lady. I'm putting stuff in. I have one of my regular contributors who's actually contributing bras for each woman. I have shirts, I have pajamas, I have socks, bras, hand sanitizer, gloves, hats, all kinds of stuff for them in these bags. Oh yeah, everywhere. There's no room for me left in here. Look at this. I'm trying to do Christmas for a bunch of homeless women. Because I care. Even if they're mentally ill, even if they're dysfunctional, it doesn't matter.
What happened, bro?
Can we like serve people,
Yeah,
like meals and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, definitely. We have, we have this site. The women stay next door. We have about anywhere from 8, sometimes 16 women and children.
Yeah.
Then so you can serve meals here, and then we also downtown Delaware on Bradford Street. We work out of People's Church, and we have anywhere from 40 to 60 men. So there's a lot of opportunities. I don't want to say, hey, you feed 100 people. It's a lot. It's a lot to ask for family. But you can do a little bit, or dessert, or drinks. That kind of thing, or even trail mix sandwiches that they can take the next day. Breakfast items are hard to find.
I grew up out in Oklahoma.
Okay.
She's grew up over where her dad was retired Air Force. It's good to see people taking care of people.
I help them check their bags, help them make sure they take their temperature. They sign a form, COVID-related form, to see if they have any symptoms or anything, if they're on. Make sure they have what they need as far as toiletries and, bath cloths and bath towels to take a nice hot shower. I actually found CoProGro because I also was homeless myself 2 years ago. They were really supportive of what I was going through. They were caring, they were compassionate. And at this time, it was me and my now 15-year-old when we first came here. They had a program called SRAP. When you're in the Capital School District, they put you in housing, and the state pays for a majority of the rent, and you pay for the rest.
I'm with CoProGro here since March of last year, helping input the data from all the incoming folks that are donating, plus deal with the folks' food or clothing. So every day is quite unique. I've dealt with philanthropists that are very generous in their donations, from them to folks that are basically living in tents. My heart's always been touched of generosity that people have. Providing food to someone who is so much in need. Some folks are actually very hungry, some of them, and just experiencing their joy into receiving what we have to offer is rewarding enough for me. That every day is not necessarily routine. There's always an extra twist in something. All the people that come in and out are so different, and they have different needs.
You know what they say, I felt bad because I didn't have no shoes until I met a man that didn't have no feet. You know what I mean? Somebody's always got a little bit worse. You know what I mean? So you can't play the woe is me game. There's a lot of, the world's filled with great goodness and kindness and people that care about one another. Stand up and show leadership. because it's out there. These young kids can change this world. A whole community raising kids. You know what they say, it takes a village to raise a child. You want to press me? Let me see you handing somebody a pair of shoes out of your closet that don't have shoes. Yeah. Let me see you go down to the food bank, grab some food, take it and drop it off to people that need some food.
That's right.
Step up. You're the generation. You're the ones that want everything changed and everything so good. Then be the leader in the community as a young youth. This generation gets some bad, reviews, but there are a lot of good kids out there that are doing some really positive things, and they'll be the true leaders. And I'm just hoping that we can get more strength in some of the youth to create more of that image, to show that it's better to stand up and be somebody that helps the community. People go ahead and put more value in a piece of paper. People have got killed over $10, $20. It's paper. I know that there's some hard struggles out there, and I see people out there with their signs, homeless. But I'll tell you what, you need to try to reach out and help. Just hold up a sign that says, do you have any work? I'll come in and work for whatever. Don't just say, hey, please hand me something. You don't want to work. I don't know why they're so scared of work. It won't hurt you. We're better off being inclined to go ahead and make people realize that the value of the dollar isn't the value of the dollar. The value of the person is inside them. That disconnection, emotionally and mentally, from people. We forgot that we are all in the same thing. We're all just living a life. We don't got a short span. I don't care if you live to 105. It's still only a blink of an eye. So why waste it spending it in negative avenues? Why don't we go ahead and create positive avenues? But it's nice to have family. I do have a strong support system. I think a lot of people need that in life. Nowadays, that's some of the things they're missing out there nowadays, is that support group. Or they're afraid to reach out and lean on somebody and say, hey, I'm feeling rough today. And we all go through it. I don't care how great your life is. I don't care if you make $200,000 a year, whatever. Everybody goes through a hard day, a hard time. That's like when I got a hold of Bobby earlier today. I called him, I said, man, I'm checking on you. And I could hear it in his voice. I said, I'm coming to get you. Because I could hear it in his voice. I said, you need somebody today. You want to ride with me? People just need to know they're thought about today, because somebody's thinking of them.
I was first introduced to the organization when I was volunteering with one of my clients. And the longer I stayed here, the more things I got involved with. Cooking for the overnight guests, sorting clothes, sorting food, baking cookies in public education for almost 14 years. And I met one of the managers of Autism Delaware. I met her at an evening event and she said, hey, send me your resume. Next thing you know, I had a job working with them in the community. Sometimes it's volunteers, sometimes they actually have paying jobs. I became a job coach. Most of the kids I found out were actually former students of mine in elementary school. I've noticed on the highways and in the streets of Dover, there are more homeless people on every corner, at every intersection.
I was looking for something that would be a part-time job that would enable me to give back to the community. And I've always thought about this as an organization that I would like to give back. I joined Delaware Autism a few weeks ago. I'm going to the different places where they have participants, young adults, that are learning on-the-job training, job skills that are necessary and important. And it makes them feel very worthwhile that they get this experience.
We're here today donating items for Code Purple at the Moranica Church here in Dover, Delaware. And it's just part of our way of giving back to the community. We give back in several ways, as far as school scholarships, book drives for back-to-school supplies for the younger kids, and things like Code Purple. It's something that we really enjoy doing. It's all part of giving back to the community. The Buffalo Soldiers has been an organization here in Delaware for at least 24 years. We'll be coming up on our 25th year.
Got to have survival instincts to even survive out here.
I hope today, I hope in the next hour, I hope tomorrow, but I will go and find me a job.
But they gave me, I got another chance. See where I go from there.